Hello, Gemini. This is Debs, and this is, of course, your bonus reading for January 2024. As you know, I try to put out a bonus if I've got time. So here we are. Let's see what comes through. Now, in meditation, I simply saw a woman in her car. She was driving down this country road, and she was thinking to herself, in 5 minutes, I'm going to hit the highway. And I really don't want to be embroiled in rush hour traffic. So she thought, all I'm going to do is take a left turn and go up over this hill and get to my destination another way, avoiding the traffic. She was thinking to herself, it's going to take me a little bit longer, but I'd rather that than sit in a queue of people for half an hour. So that's what she did. And I heard the words, Gemini, taking the high road. Okay. So it may well be here that you are wanting to avoid a situation, avoid maybe talking to someone. You may be taking a longer route because you don't want to go through a messy situation. It could be that, Gem, you feel as if you might have created a little bit of drama, if I'm honest. And this is you thinking, yeah, I know I should explain. I know I should have a conversation with someone, but I just can't face it. So I'm just going to avoid them, right? But there's a sense of extricating yourself from something that might have been a bit problematic. I just don't want to think about it anymore. I just don't want to even contemplate trying to sort this out. I'm just going to avoid it. Big block, right? Just going to block this person. All right, so Gem, let's get into this and see what comes through. The deck that I'm using is the Illuminati Tarot. Everything you need is down below, guys. And what else was I going to say? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Gem. All right, here we go, guys. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. This is the bonus reading for my Geminis, January 2024. What have we got for my Geminis? Thank you, Michael. I'm now seeing somebody getting really worried, getting onto a train. They're wearing a hat, glasses, dark glasses, and a face mask on a train. It's as if they're worried they're going to be recognized. You're trying to avoid something, Gemini. Definitely. There's also a sense of keeping yourself to yourself as well. Almost so that you can keep your balance, you can keep sane, is what I'm getting. Wow, okay. Gemini, somebody may have been causing you a few problems in your life, or you may have somehow set the cat amongst the pigeons. And this is you looking back thinking, God, I really shouldn't have done that, but it's done and I'm just going to avoid it from now on. Okay. King of Swords. Gemini, you could be sat in your masculine energy if you're female, being really strong about something. Or you could simply be a guy, King of Swords. You may have spoken your truth, Gemini, and thought, that's done now. That's that. I don't need to delve into it anymore. I don't want somebody to pick it apart. It's done. It's said. It's sorted. It's as if you're washing your hands of a situation. You may know, Gem, that you might have been a little bit strategic, but you're not wanting to elongate what might be an awkward situation or a conversation that might be a bit testy. You're just cutting off. And you feel as if that was the right thing to do. I'm hearing for everyone involved. You've spoken your piece, and that's that. It may be, Gem, because you don't want to feel any more guilty than you do feel. You know, oh God, if this person asks why I said that or why I did that or how could you do that to me, then I'm just going to feel really, really guilty. So I'm just going to speak my piece, maybe apologize, and that's that. But Gemini, I feel as if somebody's trying to draw you back in because they feel that is not the end of the situation. They want a further explanation. They want to delve deeper. They want to know more information, and you're just not willing to talk about it. You're just not willing to talk about it. I'm hearing, what's the point? What's the point? Okay. Five of Swords. Okay, Gem. So King of Swords, Five of Swords. Gemini, you may have sabotaged a situation, jumped into something, caused a little bit of chaos, and then kind of just ran off somehow. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what I see. And as far as you're concerned, it's done. But somebody else, I feels, wants, I'm hearing retribution, unusual word. Someone here wants justice. Somebody here wants to know, what else are you going to do to sort this out? And you're not going to do anything, Gem. You're not going to do anything. You did what you did. You said what you said. You apologized, and it's done. But it's like throwing a hand grenade, right? Probably not appropriate given what we're going through, guys, at the moment, but that's what I see. Throwing a hand grenade, watching everything just explode, and thinking to yourself, well, I don't have to clear up the debris. I mean, somebody else will do it. It needed to be demolished anyway. So I don't want to have to stay and do the cleanup. It's going to be really taxing. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be time consuming. I don't want to have to do that. So, Gem, in the nicest sense, you walked away from chaos that you may have caused. In the past, justice. You may have been involved, Gem, in some kind of legal contract. I was going to say embroiled in a legal contract. Or you could have had issues with a Libra. After that time, Gemini, you sat thinking about judgment, doing the right thing, making a serious decision. And I think, Gemini, the decision you made was just to walk away from a situation because as far as you were concerned, it was done. It was done. What you're thinking about with the Six of Swords is moving to calmer waters. I just want to get out of this mess, is what I'm hearing. You may be wanting to travel. You could even be wanting to relocate. Wow, I'm hearing somebody say to themselves, I don't want them to be able to find me. Oh my gosh, Gem. I don't want them to be able to find me. It's as if you're detaching from a situation and you're heading off in a different direction, and you don't want someone to know where you're going or where you've gone, because you may feel that if you've left a bit of a chaotic situation in your wake, you may feel that there's somebody angry wanting to run after you. Why did you do that? How could you do that? And you don't want to answer those questions. You may be wanting to avoid responsibility, Gem. I'm so sorry, guys, but what can I say? King of Swords, Five of Swords, facing Judgment Day, Six of Swords, wanting to get out of Dodge, you know? In the immediate future, Eight of Cups, yeah, you are leaving. You are leaving. Now, Gem, in all fairness to you, right? Because a few of you may be watching this reading, fuming, thinking, well, I had every right to leave because they did X, Y, Z, right? I was justified in walking away, sure. Everybody's situation is different, but you are definitely leaving. Eight of Swords, ship and water, right? Heading off. Eight of Cups, walking away. In your fears, fearing, Gemini, with the Four of Cups, so there's always going to be a sense of what might have been. What if I had tried to sort this out? What if I had decided to have a conversation with that person? Would it have worked out? There might be a sense that you are going to regret not having a final sit-down chat with someone. But it's almost as if you're pushing down those feelings. No, I'm hearing, what have we got to talk about? It's done. But you are worried that there might be a sense of guilt, or there might be a sense of, I shouldn't have left in that way, or I shouldn't have detached in that manner, or I shouldn't have wanted to have the last say, you know? Maybe, Gem, you felt angry and upset and you wanted to have the final word, but it was a bit harsh, but you thought, well, I'm not going back now. What's the point? It's done. You may feel that a situation can't be rectified anyway, so you may as well just move forward. But with this Four of Cups, there is a sense of you fearing guilt, regret, remorse that you're not going to be able to shift yourself out of if you don't try and make things right. There may be a niggling feeling, Gem, I really should go back. I should explain. I should go and see this person. I should kind of say sorry. It was this, that, and the other. But it's as if you just can't face it. In the environment, Gem, High Priestess. Gemini, somebody knows your secret. And I feel that this is the person that you're leaving behind. They already know what you did, what you have done. They already know, I'm hearing, your situation. They're not saying a word, but they know what you did and why you did it. They know intuitively. They're not going to have a conversation with you, Gem, because they don't feel that they are at all to blame, is what I'm hearing. So, Gemini, you know that this person isn't potentially going to run after you, want answers, want explanations, but you do know somehow, Gemini, that they are still angry or they're still upset. It may be the reason why you feel there's no point in trying to go back and talk to this person, because you may feel you're going to hit a brick wall anyway. They're not going to talk to me anyway, so what's the point in trying to explain or trying to apologize? But there is an uncomfortable sense of, I hope they can let this go. Because if they can't let this go, then it could cause problems for me later on, is what I'm getting. I mean, this could be somebody that you slighted or you lied to or you caused a lot of issues for, Gem. There's no conversation between the two of you. You're deciding not to go back and try and mend the situation or apologize, but you're a bit worried that if you leave it as it is, with animosity between the two of you, this person at any time could cause you problems somehow. You know, plaster all over social media that you're a cheater, or contacting your girlfriend to say, do you realize this guy is a nightmare, right? I'm sorry, Gem. You're a little bit worried that this person is going to cause you some issues in the future if you don't try to smooth everything over, but you just can't face it. It's as if you got this niggling thing in the back of your mind thinking, oh my God, I hope they can let it go. I hope that they can forgive me. I hope they can just forget all about this. No, Gem, I don't think they will ever forget all about this. But I don't think this is a manipulative, vengeful person. They're sitting in the High Priestess. I mean, this is someone who is connected to the light. This is somebody who doesn't have that fire within them to be unpleasant or spiteful. But they are hurt, is what I'm getting. They are hurt. I'm hearing they're trying to understand why you did what you did. They still don't understand it. Okay, Gem, in your hopes, Five of Pentacles. You're hoping to come out of feeling left out in the cold, or you may be hoping to improve your finances. The outcome, Temperance. So, Gem, you could be moving forward, connecting with a Sagittarian, or Gemini. I feel as if the angels are trying to guide you back to this person. I'm almost seeing you. I'll tell you what I'm seeing, guys, okay? Because this is a really strong feeling I'm getting. Here is you, Gem. This is you thinking, yeah, I know I sabotaged the connection, but I want to walk away. Yeah, I know that I should go back and say sorry, but I just can't face it. And then we have block. It's almost as if an angel comes in just as you're heading down a new path saying, hang on, Gemini, Hang on, Gemini. You know you need to do the right thing. We are not allowing you to move forward on this new path until you do the right thing, until you go back and apologize to this person for what you did. That's what I'm getting, Gem. And for those of you who were sitting there watching this reading thinking, yeah, okay, Debs, this is kind of me, you are not going to want to do this. Because you're simply afraid of the backlash. But Gem, in the nicest sense, you may have deserved it. The angels are saying, make it right. Make it right. Slow down. Don't rush off. Do the right thing. You know you should do the right thing. That's what I'm getting. So Gemini, you could be connecting with a Cancerian or a Pisces, or somebody simply highly intuitive. But whoever you are, the angels are saying, do the right thing before trying to move down a new path, even if it's not going to work out with this person, even though you feel this is done. You kind of left this person reeling and feeling upset and very confused. I don't think with the Eight of Cups this is you walking towards this person. I think this person has intuited that you are not coming back. You're not even coming back to apologize. You just don't want to deal with it. You're turning your back. You're avoiding the whole thing. But the angels are saying, come on, Gemini, act with integrity, close out this cycle properly, with compassion, with a proper apology and an explanation, and then we will allow you to move forward into a new cycle. Clarification for you. Yeah, Gemini, Seven of Pentacles. What the angels are saying, Gemini, is if you don't go back to this person and truly apologize, it's going to be festering for quite a long time into the future. You're going to be thinking back at how you treated this person, what you did, for maybe several months into the future. Do you want that on your conscience? That's what they're saying. Because no matter how much you think to yourself, oh, I really don't want to deal with this, I don't really want to talk to this person, I don't want to delve back into this, you are looking at the past. It's as if you can't help it. Yes, you're looking at the past. And with the moon, you know that you hid a massive secret from this person, or this is you looking at the past, simply fearful of coming back to them to tell them the truth. Now, the truth could represent you being connected to a Libra, a Sag, strong Sag energy, or a Cancerian or a Pisces. Or this could be one of those signs that you know you have to go back to apologize to. But it's as if you can't face it because you don't want to feel any more guilty than you feel already. Whoever is sat in the High Priestess, yeah, Gemini. 10 of Wands, they are still trying to figure out why you did what you did or why you said what you said. Because they feel they didn't deserve it. They may feel it was completely uncalled for. And it caused them a heaviness, a burden relating to whatever happened. With the Two of Swords, they're stressed because they're trying to push down their feelings about this. They don't really want to talk about it either, but they're suffering because they don't understand. I'm hearing why you had to do that to them. Why did you have to do that to me? Did you think I deserved it? Why did you do that to me? They can't get over it, Gem. They can't get over it. And no, like you, they probably don't really want to have a sit-down conversation about this, but they still are sitting feeling upset. So you're turning your back. They're not communicating with you with the Two of Swords, but there's this heavy weight of sabotage and stress and feeling left out in the cold between the two of you and secrets. And I think the divine with the Temperance angel is saying, Gemini, for goodness sake, just close out the cycle in the right way. We know it's going to be painful. We know you're going to have to put your ego and pride at the door, but you have to do this. Otherwise, this is going to sit with you and fester for months into the future. Okay, the Fool, Gemini. This is you desperate to move in a new direction. You may be wanting to move towards an Aries or a Taurus. For some of you, you could have decided to form a relationship with someone else. You could be arranging to get married. You may be sitting in the energy of the sun. But Gemini, there is a heavy weight. There is a heavy weight because you did not take control of the situation and do things the right way. You didn't. With the energy of the Hangman, what you're understanding is the divine is going to keep you stuck in limbo with all this guilt weighing you down until you do the right thing, Gem. So you can try to move on, you can try to be happy, you can try to say, oh, well, there's no point in going back to that again. But it's going to fester, Gemini. You're going to have sleepless nights about this. You're not going to be able to feel comfortable because you didn't handle this the right way, or you didn't apologize to this person and explain. You kind of just left them in shock and chaos in the rubble and just avoided the whole thing and just moved on. They're still sat in this heaviness. So my gems, oh my lord, I'm sorry, guys. It may just be for one person, and I know this is a bonus reading. And I know that for the majority of you, you're wanting something all light and happy and fun, but a bonus reading is not always going to turn out that way. It all depends what needs to come through. This has to come through for someone. The divine is wanting this person to take control and do the right thing, act with integrity, and make, I feel, a massive apology to someone and genuinely mean it. I feel as if this person can do that, Gem, and I feel this is you, then this person will leave things to rest. That's what I'm getting here. It's as if they feel they deserve a proper apology, and then they will let it go. What they're so upset about is they feel that you should have apologized for what you did, or there should have been an explanation, but there was nothing from you. You just sabotaged the connection. You just raced off in another direction. And they're still sat there in the rubble thinking, well, what the hell happened there? So guys, we'll move into this and see what comes through, okay? So Archangel Michael, what is the King of Swords and the Five of Swords? Gemini, this is a masculine who has sabotaged a connection with a Queen of Cups. Could be a Pisces or a Cancerian. Somebody kind-hearted, someone loving, someone compassionate, someone sweet-natured. It's as if you got what you wanted from this person and then you just left them in the dust. Eight of Wands. Gemini, did you just desert this person and then start an argument, or did you gaslight this person knowing that it was unforgivable? Gemini, you may have started a massive row with this person and then just dropped them. And they still don't know why you did that. They don't know why you did that. Yes, the Alchemist, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. This is the same as the Magician. You manifested chaos and drama and harsh words towards this person, and then you just left. Maybe, Gemini, this was about a relationship, and you thought, okay, this is somebody who wants a commitment, and I don't want a commitment. So rather than just being honest with this person and saying, I'm so sorry, you know, I have a lot of feelings for you, there's passion here, but I'm just not ready to commit, you just ran off, wanting to be single or wanting to keep your finances safe, Maybe you had a testing time in the past where you got involved with somebody and it damaged your finances. And this is you thinking, I'm never doing that again. But Gemini, there was no explanation of that. You might have just ghosted this person. But the guilt is weighing heavily. You're trying to push it down. You're trying to force yourself into a new cycle, but you're weighed down by the past. So what happened in the past with the Strength card? What happened in the past with the Strength card? You could have been going through a legal case. You could have been going through a divorce. You could have been involved with a Libra. Prince of Cups. Okay. Gemini, I think you were hurting due to another situation you were in. You wanted justice for someone hurting you, and so you romanced this Queen of Cups to make yourself feel better. Yes, yes, yes. You romanced this Queen of Cups, pretending that she was everything you've ever wanted, pretending that you guys were going to start a life together. But what you actually wanted, Gemini, was a one-night stand and then to move on, which I think is kind of what happened, or a series of one-night stands. And then you left, leaving this poor person wondering what that was all about. Well, Gemini, you romanced me. You told me that you love me. You told me that, you know, I was the person you wanted to be with. You told me not to detach from you. And then when I realized something wasn't right about this, that this might have just been physical, you just scarpered. You just left. After that time, you made a judgment call. What was the judgment call? Okay, Princess of Wands is similar to the Page of Wands. Okay, guys, you made the judgment call to start flirtatiously messaging someone else. Or you just moved into a cycle of being young, free and single. Yeah, when I got what I wanted from this Queen of Cups, I don't think I want to commit. I want to be young, free and single. So I'm just going to sabotage the connection. I'm just going to run off. I'm just going to cause an argument and just detach because I want to play the field a bit more. That's what you did, Gem. That's what you did. But look at the guilt. The guilt was eating you up. 9 of Swords. At night, Gemini, I think you look back and thought, that poor woman, she didn't know what was going on. She didn't understand why I lost it with her. I gaslit her. I ghosted her. She didn't know. She didn't understand. It plagued you, Gemini. It plagued you. What you're thinking about now is a 6 of Swords. You're desperate to move forward onto a new cycle. You don't want to look back at the past. You don't. You're leaving behind juggling, maybe people, because perhaps potentially you were involved with other people in the past or another person in the past when you met this Queen of Cups. Might have been a straight up third party. You're walking away from not acting with integrity. You're wanting to do the right thing now. Wow. You're wanting to do the right thing now, Gemini, relating to your Empress. So you could be married. Yes. Queen of Swords. But there may have been issues with your Empress in the past. She could have been very cold and strategic herself. Both of you may have had flings on each other. You are trying to patch things up with your Empress, Gemini, your wife, mother of your kids. And you don't want to go back and face what you did in the past, but the angels are saying you've got to do it, Gem, or at least be honest with this person. But look at you, 7 of Wands. You're still being defensive. Now, it may be that you didn't want to tell your wife or the mother of your kids exactly what you did, that you had a fling in the past. Or it could well be that you're desperately trying to sort things out with your Empress Gemini, but she's still very cold and defensive because she may have found out that you had an affair. You with the Eight of Cups are definitely walking forward, hoping to have peace and calm in your future. But you know that this Queen of Cups could cause problems for you in the future because she's the one that knows what you did if you don't go back to apologize. And Gemini, I'm not suggesting that she is threatening to cause issues for you, patching up things with your wife. But if you don't go back to apologize and explain and say you are truly sorry, do forgive me, this was my real situation, I shouldn't have treated you like that, then there is a fear that she could cause problems for you in the future. Because she will still feel as if you put her in a very unjust situation and just deserted her. She's wanting to let this go because it's heavy on her mind how you treated her. She's trying to push her feelings down, but inside she's still very upset. And you may know that. And you may worry that somehow, someday, there's going to be a backlash. So let's have a look. You're sat in the Eight of Cups. I'm not going to get timing, guys. You're sat in the Eight of Cups, Gemini. You're walking away from juggling your wife with this woman. Or maybe you just went off and had a few one-night stands. I don't know. It could be you had arguments with your wife. It could be she was deceptive towards you and you wanted to teach her a lesson. But you definitely used this Queen of Cups somehow at a time that you needed love, attention, passion, affection in your life. It may be you wanted to throw the affair in the face of your wife if she was unfaithful to you. I don't know. Neither does this High Priestess. She has no idea. But she does know at this point that she was somehow used. Yeah, you're trying to patch things up with your wife, but there is a huge sense of guilt. Five of Cups. I know I should go back to apologize. I know I should explain. What are you going to do pertaining to the High Priestess, Gemini? What are you going to do? Are you going to leave it? Are you going to go back? Okay. Gemini, I think you are going to do the right thing. The Emperor, okay? This is husband. We got husband and wife. Gemini, I think you're going to do the right thing. I think you are going to somehow get in contact with this High Priestess. If she's blocked you on her phone, it could be you send an email, I don't know. You're going to get in contact with this High Priestess and you are going to let her know that you are incredibly sorry. You took a risk. You were very unhappy at the time, but you are actually married with the energy of the Emperor. That is what you're going to say. The Hermit, Virgo energy. What you're going to say to this High Priestess is you've been looking at the past and you've realized that what you did caused her a lot of pain and confusion, and you want to set the record straight. What you're saying to this woman, Gemini, with the Strength card is that you're holding back from negative patterns of behavior. You're holding back from jumping into third-party situations, cheating on your wife, whatever this is. You are trying to patch up your marriage. What are you saying to this High Priestess? That with the Death card, you had to end it with a High Priestess because you were married. I mean, it's as simple as that. You're also saying to the High Priestess, Gemini, that you have changed. You've seen the error of your ways. You may have got yourself caught up in a very complicated situation where other women were sort of angry with you and texting you, people that you left, people that you had one-night stands with. It got too complicated and it nearly caused the ending of your marriage. So Gemini, what you are saying to this woman is, I am so sorry for what happened in the past, but I am actually married. And I am trying now to do the right thing. The Star. Gemini, what you're saying to this woman is, I've changed. I've healed myself. I've realized that I wasn't sitting in a very good energy. I wasn't sitting in the light. I was sitting in my shadow and my ego. I am patching things up with my wife, but I also want to mend emotionally the situation with you. Yes, because what you're going to say, Gemini, is because I feel as if I left you wondering if I would ever come back and sort of do the right thing. After sitting in the Seven of Swords. And so here I am saying this to you. This could be you bashing out an email, Gemini, that I'm so sorry that I did this to you. I have changed. I sorted my life out. I'm no longer behaving in that way, but I feel as if I left you in a lot of pain and confusion. So the Ace of Swords. I am no longer sat in the Seven of Swords. I'm no longer sat, you know, in the Five of Swords. I'm patching up my marriage, and I just wanted you to know that I'm so sorry for what happened. We are not going to be developing a relationship because I'm patching things up with my wife. Now, whether or not she responds to that message or not remains to be seen. She may not with a High Priestess, but you may know that she's read that email or that text and she's got the information she needs. And you are hoping that that will be enough for things to calm down and for her to understand that you tried to apologize and she will let this go. What's on her mind? Interesting. The Lovers, Gemini. I think she does know intuitively that you chose someone else somehow. She may not have known that you were married, but she may feel, okay, Gem gaslit me or ran off or ghosted me, so I assume he's with somebody else. She knew with the Nine of Cups deep down that you just wanted to be indulged, that this was a one-off, that it wasn't going to go anywhere. She kind of knew. She may have known with the Six of Wands that you were just sat in the ego, you wanted some attention, some affection, and that you were wearing a false mask. What else was she thinking? The Devil. That she may have known that you were sat in toxic energy, but it's as if she wanted you to have the courage to do the right thing and to apologize. She wanted that from you, almost to settle in her mind that you weren't as unfeeling or as insensitive she thought you were. It's as if she needed to just close that cycle, feeling as if, you know, there was justice that was done. Or this guy at least did the right thing. She needed that to close out the cycle. And I think this is going to be successfully done. What is the energy between Gemini and this High Priestess? Yes, interesting. Both of you have now moved on. You've both moved on into new cycles, but there was a reason why you two were supposed to meet. It was meant to be. It was destiny. Might have been a lesson for both of you. The divine may have been wanting this person to take any rose-tinted glasses off and to set boundaries, which she may not have done, to be honest. And for you, Gemini, they wanted you to see that by jumping towards someone and love bombing them or lying to them and then deserting them was not the way to behave. It was selfish. It was uncalled for. And you caused pain to someone that you shouldn't have. So this was your lesson. I think what you're hoping for now, Gemini, with the Five of Pentacles, is to come out of feeling left out in the cold from your Empress, Queen of Swords, who's still a bit frosty with you, possibly because she found out about cheating here. I feel the Temperance Angel is going to bring peace and calm to the situation now, because Gemini, you are moving forward. You are moving forward with the energy of the Fool. Yes, you're a bit foolish before, right? But I think you are moving into a new cycle. You are deciding to move into a new cycle with your marriage, with your partner, in your marriage, with your partner, Aries and Taurus energy. You're both moving into the energy of the sun. Now, you two may be deciding to up sticks and move. You could be wanting a fresh life. With the energy of the Hangman, you are seeing things from a different point of view, but I think this represents the angel putting you in a sort of a spiritual prison for you to really look at what you did to this person and to have the courage to contact them, however you do it, to apologize. And Gemini, I see you doing that. And so the angel's going to open the door to the next phase of your life and say, okay, you learnt that lesson, move forward. The Temperance Angel card, this is the final card in your reading. So Gem, this is the Angel of Balance and Healing. Yes, Four of Swords. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're thinking back at the past, maybe back at how you were in the past, the way you behaved, how you treated people, what you said, patterns of behavior within a marriage. You're thinking about all of this and you're tempering your shadow. You can never get rid of your shadow. Your shadow is very important because it highlights the light. But you are realizing that you're ready to sort of settle now, settle down into your commitment. How are you feeling? Interesting, Three of Swords. Gemini, there will always be a sense of heartbreak that you caused pain to other people. That's what I feel that is. You're thinking about the heartbreak you caused. You're never going to get rid of that memory. We can never forget what we did, how we treated people. But what you're vowing to yourself is that you are never going to put yourself in a situation where you hurt and cause pain for people again because of the ramifications of what happened. Yeah. Because maybe there was a lot of hurt and anger and pain from not only your Empress, but maybe from the woman, the Queen of Cups, or women that you hurt in the process. Yes, Gem, you've taken a long, hard look at yourself and you're shifting. You're shifting into integrity, Gem. Yes, Eight of Pentacles, you're working very hard on your career. You could be working on your marriage. You're actually moving into your heart space, Gemini. So you're coming out of your King of Swords energy, shifting into your King of Cups energy. You're working on being more compassionate, loving, kind, open, affectionate. You're working on that side of yourself. With the Two of Cups, Gemini, you do love your person, your Empress. You do love this person. And this is you wanting to show your person that you love them. And you're going to hang on to them with everything you've got. So I'm sorry if you're a female cross-watcher out there wondering if Gemini is going to leave a partner. Gemini is not. They're patching up a long-term commitment. And they are no longer planning on being deceptive, stepping out of this marriage. They're changing their ways. Princess of Pentacles. You're moving into a lighter time in your relationship, Gemini. If you guys were very cold towards one another, it's going to change. Your Empress is going to no longer sit in a place of fear, wondering if you're going to cheat on her or run off with anyone else. If she was also to blame, she's going to temper her behavior too. I think the two of you were sitting in a place of shock, realizing that this long-term partnership was about to end. And you've managed to pull things together sort of at the last minute. The Page of Pentacles is you being sweet-natured with your person, Gemini. It may well be that you're bringing your partner flowers and chocolates and gifts and just wanting her to know that you're there for her, paying more attention to her. It could be if you've got a child, then you are lavishing love, attention, affection on your child. You're stepping up, Gemini. You're stepping up. Yes. Knight of Pentacles. You may be putting money away for your child in a savings account, or you could be making sure that your child's going to be nice and stable in the future. Gemini, you are a changed man. That's what I see. Anything else for Gemini? And with the Ace of Pentacles, Gemini, there could be a pending move, travel in your future. You guys may be moving to a different state, a different city, a different country. You're gathering together a lump sum of money to undertake this big move. And I think, Gemini, you're going to be very happy. But the divine wanted you to close out this previous cycle in the right way, acting with integrity, with a proper apology before they would allow you to move forward with your partner. They wanted you to do the right thing. And I think, Gemini, that's what you're going to do. So guys, it's been a bit of a challenging reading. Goodness me, Gem. But it has to go out because it's meant for someone, so I'm going to leave it there. Enjoy this time, Gemini. Okay, take care of you. Sending love and light your way, and many blessings. Bye now.